All right, everybody, welcome back to the North Texas Dynasty on College Football 26. We are about 2 weeks away from College Football 27, so we are hoping and praying this year 8 is going to be our first national championship. We have yet to make the championship game, but we are doing very solid this year. We have been to the Final Four twice, and we're hoping this is the year we can make a run. We are currently, I believe, 5-1 on the year. We're about halfway through this season. No, 6-1. My apologies. Number 5 in the nation, and we are 3-1 in our SEC conference. But we've got 2 more games for y'all in today's video as we are approaching the end of year 8, approaching the playoffs. We are going up against South Carolina, who is 5-2, only one SEC loss. They're very much alive in the SEC championship race, but they are currently unranked like us. Looking at their year so far, they have beaten Purdue, lost to UCLA bad, they beat FCS, they beat Georgia, they beat Kentucky, lost to Auburn, and beat Mississippi State. I would say this is a pretty good Gamecock team, but they're only 74 overall. They did crack our most important matchups of the week, along with Bama, Florida, Clemson, Penn, and number 1 USC. And in the top 25, like I said, we are number 5. We are below 3 undefeated teams: USC, Bama, Oklahoma State. Wow. And then Florida is ahead of us. That's the only team to beat us this year. And it's currently Bama and Florida who can win out and make the SEC championship, but we are only 1 game behind, tied with Georgia, South Carolina, Auburn, Tennessee, and Texas. As we look at the roster of South Carolina, they've got guys. Look at how many 80s are on this team. I'm not so sure this is a 74 overall squad, especially since their quarterback, Sapp, is a 92. That's misleading, and they need to fix that in the next game because that does not make any worth of sense. But here we go, South Carolina, and then after that we got Texas, our classic Texas rivalry and our win streak against them. Byron Sapp, their second best player and quarterback, coming off of a really good week, 327 yards and 4 touchdowns. Here we go from the shotgun, right away up the gut, wide open hole. Poe is finally going to get the tackle on Officer. That's a weird name for a halfback, but they're already in our territory quick. 1st and 10, another strike deep down the field. I'm telling y'all, this team is 5-2. They beat Georgia. They're pretty good. I don't think they're 74 overall. 1st and goal. Early in the first quarter, that's a wide open dump off. Touchdown Gamecocks at home. This could be a bad trap game on the road that could pin us in a spot where we don't want to be. We want to three-peat the SEC. Coming off of back-to-back championships, Bobenmeyer's got space. Bobenmeyer, so much green ahead of him. 1 man to beat. Not quite, but 58 yards to start the day for Tyler Bobenmeyer, who has just been a big play machine this year. 2nd and 7. It's time and Lou. Wide open hole, untouched touchdown. And it's the running backs, both of our backups, that get us down the field and strike an even tie. 7-7 against South Carolina now. As I was raving on about how scary the South Carolina team is, and they are definitely not 74 overall, they get a quick touchdown and we match it just as quickly. We would get them to a 3rd and 8. Can the defense make a goal line stand here from the shotgun? It's Sapp. He's got enough time, but runs out quickly. Devontae Kano, our true freshman's in the backfield, and we're going to hold them to 3. That could potentially be the break in the game that we need to take the lead. That is an action-packed end of your first quarter. The Gamecock is getting down and groovy there. We literally have not thrown a single pass. We got 0 passing yards, but 86 rushing yards. Definitely a strong, explosive start for the Mean Green, and now we're back on offense. That is a terrible throw from Karoma. His hips were facing the wrong way, and he just threw the dump off the wrong way, straight to the Gamecocks defender's hands, and we would end up holding them to a deep field goal try. It's still going to be a 1-possession game, but he will hit that in the bottom left pocket. What a kick. And we get the ball back now, 3rd and 11. You notice these games are going by quick because we have a lot of footage left to get through before College Football 27. And that was an open look right there for Charles Worthy, but he just missed him. An overthrow from Karoma, not having a good day. And this kick, almost! That accuracy did not deserve to be that close. Josh Kopp hooks it right, and that is missed. South Carolina with a couple of seconds left before halftime, will have a strike down the field, but he will go down there, and that will take us to halftime. South Carolina is doing a good job clamping us up right now. Other than that first drive, it is 13-7. Christian Caroma from the backfield, scrambling back, gonna throw a deep shot. He's got the edge, and it's underthrown for Charles Worthy. Another interception for Caroma. He has had a bad day, overthrowing receivers, throwing interceptions. This has definitely been his weakest game to this point. And now South Carolina has a real shot as the blitz does nothing against the running game. They could go up a solid 2 possessions here at home with all the momentum, and they're trying to make an SEC championship push here too. It's not just us looking to defend our back-to-back titles. South Carolina wants to win, and we would get them to 4th and inches. They are going to go. I respect that decision. I would go too. 4th and inches, man coverage, sending some pressure, bouncing off a lineman. That's an easy walk-in. South Carolina has manhandled us in this game, and they're going to go for 2, trying to make it an even 21-7. From the shotgun, here is Sapp. Takes the snap. Ryman accidentally. They're going to go up the gut. We got him. Okay. That helps a little bit, I guess. 19-7. And we're going to do something bold here. We are putting in the backup sophomore, Cameron French. From the shotgun. That's going to be a nice strike to Marshall Bober, who's our backup tight end. Going to try and move around there. He'll get a first down. Nice throw there from French. He is a scrambler primarily. He's got like 91 speed. But obviously, if you want to play offense for me, if you want to play quarterback for me, it's Marshall Bober again down the field on the drag. You got to be able to hit some throws. French, single back formation. Can he lead the comeback in his first ever playing time with the team? That's going to be a bad sack on the play action. Nobody popped open, and now we're back 10 more yards. 2nd and 20. We'll see how the kid responds to this adversity. Trailing back, that was a nice idea, good concept. Dropped as he was hit. 3rd and 20 for French. Running back goes in motion. French. Trailing back, French is going to take another shot down the field. Lionel Lyles has got it, and a nice conversion there from Cameron French. We're going to go with a screen concept now. That one is met, but shrugged off from Tyler Bobenmeyer, adding to his highlight reel. That kid's engine does not stop, and we would get it goal to go. Checking back into the game, Bobenmeyer has a walk-in touchdown, much deserved, and that is the start of what could be a nice comeback here on the road. We're only down 5. Underperforming to my expectations, but I think South Carolina just caught us off guard. They're going to go play action here. That's a nice strike down the field and a good response from Sapp and the Gamecocks. He just passed 200 yards passing on the day. It'll bring us to 3rd and 6. Zone coverage. Sapp has plenty of time. Finds a man in the end zone. Got the catch down. Touchdown Gamecocks again. Sapp with a good ball there. And it's 26-14 with a little bit of time left before we enter the 4th quarter. French, another drag. He has shown us he can hit the drag, and I run him quite often. That's essential. Ty Board will get tackled there for a first down, and we head into the 4th quarter at fear of being upset. Down 12, only 2 possessions, but we do have the ball. I'd rather score quickly here. French, comeback leading action. This is going to be Charles Worthy with a nice spin move on the drag there. That'll pick up another first down for the Mean Green. It's going to be a hot route for Espinza. French is trailing back. French overthrows a man, and we cannot take 3 here. That does not help us. 4th and 10. How does French respond? From the shotgun, stadium pulsing on the road. French has a shot at the end zone. Vince Harris has also been a big play machine off the bench this year. Our wide receiver 4 comes down with it. Orange bar, but he climbs the ladder to get it right there. And we are trying to get a sack on Sapp, and we eventually do. How do you not throw that one away if you're Byron Sapp? 3rd and 21. This is the big break our defense needs to take the lead in this game for a comeback. Sapp, does he have a 21-yard gain in him? He's going to try and take off. Not a smart decision there, and we are back on offense. Cameron French has a chance in his first action as quarterback in a game that matters, not just garbage time. Drag first down for Charles Worthy. Cameron French can lead a comeback. 2.5 minutes left to go. Bobenmeyer from the shotgun. Bobenmeyer pops for another one. 115 yards off 9 rushes. This kid is insane. Down 5, past the 2-minute warning. There's another drag. Lionel Lyles, get it to your playmaker, and we are within the red zone now. 45 seconds left. We need a touchdown. This is 4-down territory. 3rd and 6 from the shotgun. Cameron French. The stadium is going nuts. This is a ranked place to play. French is going to stop his trail. Hit Bobenmeyer! Touchdown, Mean Green! You're kidding me, French. Looked for the scramble. He stopped in his tracks when he saw Bobenmeyer was going to pop free. And Tyler Bobenmeyer, as we do not get the 2-point conversion, so we do have to stop them from getting to field goal range. 39 seconds left in the game, but I am just impressed with both Cameron French and Tyler Bobenmeyer doing excellent this game, but the running back of South Carolina pops for a nice gain right there. They're already at midfield, and you know how the kickers are in this game. They hit from deep. 33 seconds left, all 3 timeouts. Sapp looking for a pass that is going to be deflected down at the logo, 2nd and 10. 30 seconds left. It's going to be on our defense. They hand it off. What are you doing? Wasting a timeout that goes backwards for 2, and it's 3rd and 12. They're definitely not kicking it from here. They're going with a QB draw. 4th and 8, and you have to go for it here. They're not kicking it from here, saving that timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. This is it. Sapp, shotgun. We're sending pressure. He got it, and they're not going to give it to him. Holy cow. I thought he may have just gotten enough, and that may have been field goal range. I don't know. They had the timeouts. But North Texas holds on, and my, oh my, what a second half debut for Cameron French, the sophomore. Obviously couldn't throw it super far down the field, but he did his thing, and Tyler Bobenmeyer piggybacked the offense in the second half today. What a game from our backup running back. Shout out Cameron French. As you see, Caroma, 8 incompletions, just couldn't get it going, 2 picks. It just wasn't his day. I still trust him as the senior leader and starter of this team. He is going to start next week against Texas, but that was a nice look from Cameron French, who is definitely going to be our starter next year, assuming we don't get like a 99 overall in the transfer portal or whatever. But here we go. We're up to number 3 in the nation now, playing against Texas. And if you guys don't know the lore, Texas always has a better team than us. Almost a 5-star program, 4.5, 89 overall this year. 3-game losing streak to Arizona State, LSU, and Louisiana Monroe. Wow, that is crazy. But they are currently on a 5-game winning streak against Mississippi State, Oklahoma, Boise State, A&M, and Alabama, who was ranked like number 2 a week ago. That is a big win for Texas. They've got us today, though. And if you're unfamiliar with the lore, we have been playing Texas since year 2 of the Dynasty. It's now year 8. Year 2, they beat us in a close, down-to-the-wire game with a senior Arch Manning. It was heartbreaking, but we competed. The year after that, and since year 3, year 4, year 5, year 6, and year 7, the past 5 seasons, whether by a walk-off touchdown or a blowout, we have owned Texas. We have beaten them 5 straight times. They're currently not in the playoff picture. We could pretty much boot them out officially. We are currently number 3 behind Florida and USC, 1 spot ahead of Oregon, the team that beat us in the playoffs last year. And we'd currently be playing against Arizona State or Nebraska, the winner of that game, in the current playoff picture. But with Alabama's loss, we are currently in decent position, undefeated Florida, but we are tied with Texas for the SEC championship, that 2nd spot. So this game is actually massive. Not only it's the Battle of Texas, and of course we hate Texas, we always want to beat Texas, but the winner of this game is in prime position to be in the SEC championship. And if we get there again, we are going to defend our back-to-back title. It's just a moment of getting there. But we are on the road at Texas. A team that does not like us, a team that we have beaten 5 years in a row, a team that feels like we are not big bro to their little bro, even though we have been. And mathematically, you got to think Texas eventually has to win one of these games, right? Like, we can only get lucky so many times. No, it's not luck. We own you. Texas, North Texas, Part 7. Here we go. It's going to be Tyron Adams, the senior quarterback today, both at 89 overall between him and Christian Caroma, who is the starter. Hopefully he can bounce back today, but Cameron French will keep our eye on him. Starting with a run up the gut, there's the sophomore Lamar Farrell with a nice 10-yard carry to get us going. Stadium is pulsing. This is a difficult place to play at the Longhorns. We go back to Farrell, who cuts it the other way, and that is another 10-yard gain, averaging 10 per carry. From the shotgun, this is 2nd and 11. Over the middle, Andrew Espinza. That's a nice look for Christian Caroma in a green bean throw. Espinza with the space is going to pick up a nice one. We are moving the offense quickly down the field. Caroma is going to try and scramble out this one. Going to get a block from Espinza and pick up a first down right there, showing off the mobility. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, mesh spots. This drive is moving quickly. Caroma is going to let the play develop. Lionel Lyles, he overthrew him a little bit. He probably walks in otherwise, but still getting it down to 3rd and inches at the goal-to-go marker. Over the middle, wide open. Is that Vince Harris again? You're kidding me. Vince Harris is a touchdown machine. And that is how you open the drive at Texas. Let them know we are still going to bully you. But Tyron Adams, very talented, coming off a 4-touchdown, almost 400-yard game. Here we go. Over the middle, RPO action. Wow. A quick response from Texas. We blitzed, and they took advantage of our aggression. We almost got some pressure in the backfield, but a nice dump off there. Beautiful RPO call from there, and that is going to be a nice one from Steve Sarkisian, but Lamar Farrell out of the backfield burst upon the scene, and we are throwing haymakers here early in this first quarter. 2nd and 4, doing a little play action. That's going to be fake to Bobenmeyer. Caroma is trailing, going to dump it off right there. Marshall Bober getting involved more and more with this offense. He will go down at the 1, 1st and goal. Caroma, they're going to go up to Tyman Lue. Halfback 2 runs it in with ease, and we are 2 for 2 on drives. Tyman Lue getting a little cover action right there. 1st and 10, Texas down 7, 1 for 1 on drives. They scored in one play last time. This time, that is going to be a sack heavily in our favor. Cordell Talbot, the talented development sophomore, is going to force a sack that would lead to a punt. We're back on the field here. Mesh spot, Caroma is going to outrun the defense, and Caroma's into open space, showing off the mobility and getting in a groove here. They would force us to a 3rd and 7. Caroma letting the play develop out of the backfield. It's Bobenmeyer again in another big play. We are down 1st and goal. They would get us to 3rd and goal, though. Bobenmeyer is going to send Farrell out wide. From the shotgun, takes the snap. Caroma is going to have a man wide open. Marshall Bober has got that one uncontested, and we are up double digits on Texas for the first time today. Is this another blowout in store? No. That is a quick response from Texas. Beautiful route concept taken down, and that's going to flip field position very quickly right there to the tight end Myers. We would get them 3rd and 14, though. 3 minutes left here in the half. That's going to be a nice dump off right there, and that's going to be taken down after a gain of 7. We would hold them to 3. Still feeling comfortable about how both our defense and offense are playing, but the kick is up and good, right into the All-State hands. It's 21-10 here. Caroma on the drag. Caroma is going to scramble out again, taking advantage of this pass defense. So much space for Caroma to scramble. 53 yards off 3 rushes as we try to strike again before halftime. This is going to be a dump-off screen. Lamar Farrell is going to find the sideline. Nice pickup there from Lamar Farrell with 1:10 left in the first half. Caroma going to go to Farrell, who's got some blockers. Immediately, a beautiful green scene up ahead, and Lamar will go down 1st and goal. Going to get the carry here again. Caroma going to rely on the sophomore here to find a hole. He's going to muscle ahead and find himself in the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. 28-10 is your score, and Texas, with 1 minute left in the first half, is desperately going to try and find points. Beautiful sack, and this is what we're used to. Bullying the Longhorns. We're doing it on the road in a packed-out stadium, out-passing them, out-rushing them, out-defensing them. It's 28-10. I believe they will receive to start the second half. Can we hold strong and keep bullying this Texas team? That is a nice run to start the second half. Picked up here in enemy territory. That is going to be a first down for the Longhorns. 2nd and goal here. Zone coverage for head coach Stevie Balls in the mean green defense. Number 3 versus number 20, and it's looking like it right now. Adams will find an open man, though, and this game is not over. 28-17. They would get us to a 3rd and 9 deep in their territory. Here comes a mesh spot. Caroma gonna find Lionel Lyles, who has a walk-in touchdown. Easy, no stress. The offense keeps converting, putting the pressure on as we head to the fourth quarter. 35-17, and there we are in the top four, where we belong at 8-1. We got to keep this thing going. From the shotgun, 4th and 10. 8 minutes left here in the game. From the shotgun, Tyron Adams. Gotta have it. Deflected. Here we go. Let's run up the score, baby. Starting with a field goal. I guess the offense didn't do much on that drive. Here comes the field goal. It's up and it's good. 38-17. Nice kick there from Josh Kopp. And checking back into the game with a little under 4 minutes to go, Caroma. This has been a nice bounce back game from him. He's going to scramble out. Don't tell me he runs this in himself. Christian Caroma with a Heisman-type performance after a really rough game against South Carolina. He showed today he is still the leader of this team, and we have full confidence with him going into, hopefully, the SEC Championship and the College Football Playoff. Shout out Caroma with 4 touchdowns today. No turnovers, did his thing. The running backs did their thing. The defense absolutely put on a show today, and we blow out Texas again. And that makes win number 6 in a row. It's like championship rings, man. It's like, man, after that first loss in year 2, I guess we just took it personal because we just do not lose to them anymore. Thank you guys so much for watching. We are almost done with the regular season in year 8. We will then have, hopefully, the playoffs. And I do think that's probably going to be the last year that we do before the new game comes out, but I will still continue the series just because I love this team. But I appreciate you guys. The support has been going awesome recently. You guys are the best, and I hope you guys continue to watch up into College Football 27. Let me know what team you guys want me to do my Dynasty with. We've already done WKU and North Texas for College Football 26. So you guys let me know, and y'all have a great day.